Double Take Sports Talk, 5 good minutes with the Watch Brothers. Today we're just going to share the headlines from the sports world today. Well, it would be yesterday, but we're going to share that today at midnight. Coming up next. All right. 5 good minutes with the Watts Brothers Double Take Sports Talk. Welcome to the show. Darren Watts here on the other side of me, Daryl Watts. Say hello, Daryl Watts today.
All right, what's going on?
All right, we are here. I felt we are here at midnight Eastern Time. Actually, it's midnight 02 here in the state of Indiana. Well, some parts of the state of Indiana. I think some of our are back. After a long day of work, we come straight home and do another podcast.
Yeah.
We're up at midnight doing this, and everybody's about sound asleep except for those that are in Arizona and California and Seattle and all of y'all.
And everybody up that's in the Eastern doing a night shift.
Yeah, that too. But some of y'all at 9 o'clock, just now beginning your night. Okay, we have the headlines. ESPN's is what I used. Their headlines for yesterday. Because, of course, there's none out for today because there is absolutely nothing right now. You ready to do this?
That's right.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, our 5 minutes starts now. Darrelle Revis fires back at J.R. Smith after Twitter criticism based off of his play
and his performance
on Thursday night. That being said, besides the criticism on Twitter with J.R. Smith and Darrelle Revis, Todd Bowles said this: 2 plays won't determine Darrelle Revis' season. And this is coming straight out of it, also coming out of a headline. Do you agree with that?
What Todd Bowles said?
Yeah. 2 plays won't determine Darrelle Revis' season.
I agree. I mean, I do agree with that, but
because he did get burned.
I do also believe that Darrelle Revis is derailing. I do believe that.
You believe that he is starting to lose his touch?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Very interesting.
I believe. Like I said, I agree. Todd Bowles, I agree with him when you cannot expect 2 plays out of him to be,
determining of the season.
Exactly.
Well, here's my question. If Todd Bowles think like that, why did Rex Ryan think about that with Greg Roman?
I guess he don't know what he's talking about.
2 games is not going to determine your outcome of the season. It's just 2 games. You didn't get that consideration with Greg Roman. He was with the runner-ups with the San Francisco 49ers for their attention to this.
I'm going to give this a heartbreaking moment when I say this. So I think this. If you thought about that with Greg Roman, you should have thought about that with his brother. Period.
What do you mean by that? He hired his brother, but he ain't fired.
He hired his brother. Okay. Now, if you are going to determine off of Greg Roman and what he did the first 2 games, you might as well thought about that with Joe Brother too. Yeah. Because he is an assistant.
That's very true.
He is an assistant.
That's very true. Okay.
So evidently, something had happened that they wanted Greg Roman gone.
It's gone.
So it was going to be either Greg Roman or Rex Ryan.
That's kind of a bit of something to think about. Because I don't think they should have got rid of him, not just yet anyway.
And of course, Darrelle Revis was like, told J.R. Smith, okay, I'm Canton, Ohio bound. What about you?
You only won 1 ring and you sat on the bench
to get most of it. J.R. Smith only won 1 ring too.
what I mean is that J.R. Smith just won one championship and sat on the bench for most of it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Kyrie Irving is the reason why they won a ring, but
right.
that's just me. Aaron Donald got a $21,269 fine. It's split into two. His 12,154 of it is for unsportsmanlike conduct, and it's $9,115 is unnecessary roughness after being called for a 15-yard penalty that included making contact with an official, which of course got him ejected out of that game.
Yeah.
The Bills and Jets game reaches 2.1 million viewers on Twitter broadcast,
which is very interesting.
Very, very interesting. Who else is on here? Oh, former Bills linebacker Manny Lawson is suspended for 2 games. I will believe it is they are investigating him for a personal conduct policy. Yeah, it's happened in. He was charged in Scottsdale, Arizona, for misdemeanor disorderly conduct, domestic violence in February of 2014, and he's just now getting suspended for it. Weird. I don't know why.
Very weird.
But yeah, that's on that behalf.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots linebacker Donta Hightower is listed as doubtful with a knee injury for Sunday's game.
I got a headline.
Yep.
College basketball. Drop it down to college basketball. George Washington coach Mike Lonergan fired after claims of player abuse.
Ugh. Make me think of Bob Knight all over again.
Yeah. So he was the coach there from 2011 till now.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier in the summer that he had allegations of verbal and emotional abuse by former and current players.
Wow.
So they are investigating that. And also one of the sources said that he referred to one of former Seton Hall guard Derek Gordon as the gay kid.
Wow. Just a couple more. Demaryius Thomas is questionable against the Colts with a hip injury. Tyrod Taylor on his removal for a concussion check. It's just protocol. Just got to deal with it. Yeah. And last but not least, Jets wide receiver Brandon Marshall is fined after twisting his knee versus the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, that was a scare right there for New York.
Yeah.
That would have shut their chances down too in the AFC East.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's our 5 minutes. Thank you for listening to the show.
All right, you can check us out on the social media side. Listen to more of our podcasts. You can follow us on Twitter at DTST2414. Like us on Facebook, Double Take Sports Talk page at The Watch Brothers. Subscribe on YouTube and also subscribe to our podcast on the podcast app featuring iTunes. Of course, got the blog featuring critical thinking and analysis. You can check that out at DoubleTakeSportsTalk.blogspot.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's our show. Thank you for listening. Darren on the other side of me. Catch up with us on another episode. Until then, ciao.